Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. There have been so many ongoing BL series lately, and honestly, I love having so many options to choose from. Some have really stood out to me, while others haven't quite hit the mark. I shared a video before about 7 series I was watching at the time, but since then, I've gotten into even more. So in this video, I'll be sharing my honest thoughts on 8 more series I've added to my watch list since then. I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Number 1, Memoir of RATI. It actually took me a while to start watching this series, not because I doubted the actors. I think Great and In are both good actors. The hesitation came from my experience with GMM series. Most times I go in with high expectations. I usually end up a little disappointed, so I wasn't sure what to expect here. In addition, this is their very first historical BL series, which made me even more nervous. But honestly, the series has actually turned out to be really good. I'm finding the storyline intriguing, and it's kept me fully engaged so far. As expected, Great and In are delivering strong performances, and I have to give extra credit to In. His role seems especially challenging, especially with having to learn a new language, which can't be easy. What's also refreshing is that it's different from most historical dramas we've seen. There's no time travel involved, and that's a nice change. I do have a feeling things might get pretty emotional in the coming episodes, but I'm definitely going to be tuning in every week. It's been good so far. Number 2, The Promise of the Soul. This series honestly had me feeling weird from the moment I read the synopsis. The storyline felt strange, and I just couldn't shake the discomfort of knowing the romance centers around a 20-year-old university student and a 69-year-old grandfather. It's a dynamic that feels unsettling, and I've found myself struggling with each episode because of it. I also want to add that the execution isn't the greatest. From the start, I struggled to buy into the portrayal of the 69-year-old character. The actor just didn't look convincingly aged. The color of the hair, the eyebrows, the beard, it all looked so obviously fake. On top of that, his acting felt disconnected, and I honestly couldn't take him seriously. And for someone who supposedly only had his grandson left, only to lose him too, I expected at least some emotional reaction. But instead, he showed no emotion, which made the whole setup feel emotionally hollow. And now we're watching him fall for the person his own grandson had feelings for, which makes it hard to digest. At this point, I'm hoping there's some kind of twist that maybe Zifang suffered brain damage from the fall and is just confused. That's what has just kept me watching, but for now, I think I'm going to step back and revisit it once it's finished. That way, if the ending isn't too strange, I'll be able to watch it without feeling conflicted, because honestly, aside from the weird premise, the actors actually look good together. Number 3, Sweetheart Service. I like that Strongberry keeps putting out more series lately. They do have some fun and easily accessible series, which I appreciate. Now, as much as I wanted to like this one, I honestly have to say this is not for me. And I don't even know how else to describe it, but I do not find it entertaining at all. There's just no romantic chemistry between the leads, so I don't even enjoy their romantic moments. They don't really move me. Additionally, with every new episode, the story doesn't seem to move forward much from one week to the next, so it doesn't really leave you with any anticipation for the next episode. This definitely needed at least 2 episodes a week or fewer episodes that are at least longer, since there's nothing much happening in most episodes. I also wish I could say I like the second couple more, but I don't feel any excitement watching them either. Overall, the series feels dull, and it doesn't help that there's no effort being put in the acting either. I still want to support the series though, and have just kept watching when I have nothing left to watch, but I really wish this had been better. Number 4, Revenged Love. This is easily one of the best BL remakes I've seen so far, and it just keeps getting better with every episode. The plot is genuinely intriguing, and it's nice to see it done justice. I enjoyed the original overall. Considering it was a low-budget series released back in 2015, it was nice to watch. Though it had flaws, with the episodes being too short and fewer, so the story didn't flow smoothly and scenes often felt randomly edited. The remake definitely feels more polished. With more episodes and longer runtimes, it dives deeper into the story, making the whole experience feel much more immersive. I was excited going in, but I didn't expect to fall in love with it so quickly. It had me from the very first episode. The acting from both leads is amazing, bringing their characters to life effectively, and they're so fitting for the roles. I do have to say that as someone who feels absolutely uncomfortable at the sight of snakes, it has been quite difficult to adjust to that aspect. But I've not let that affect my view on the overall series. It's just a personal hang-up. And aside from that, I have no complaints and absolutely love the series. Their chemistry is honestly good. They have me smiling from the beginning to the end of each episode. The second couple is just as compelling. Their chemistry has totally pulled me in. And I'm glad we're getting to see Zhu and Cheng again in another series since I sadly did not enjoy Moon and Dust. I've been loving his role here so much more. I'm also glad this series has 24 episodes. I couldn't be happier, and I don't want it to end anytime soon. This, along with Reset, is one I always make sure to watch as soon as it airs. It's also a bonus that both air on Mondays. It's easily made Monday my favorite day of the week, and Tuesday too, of course. Number 5. 10 Things I Want to Do Before I Turn 40. Honestly, I'm really loving the storyline of this series. From the moment I first heard about it, it sounded really fun, and I couldn't wait to dive in. After watching the first 3 episodes, I'm happy to say it hasn't disappointed at all. It's off to a fantastic start. It's genuinely cute and heartwarming. This is definitely a feel-good watch, light on drama but packed with adorable moments, making it a perfect addition to my watch list. I've noticed a lot of people drawing comparisons to old-fashioned Cupcake, and it makes sense given the workplace setting, the age gap, and both older leads about to turn 40, among other things. But honestly, I think this series also brings its own unique charm, which I've been loving. I'm also glad it's a 12-episode series. I think that allows for better pacing, which I really appreciate. Number 6. I became the main lead role of a BL drama season 2. I've been enjoying this sequel. It's just as funny and ridiculous as I remember. I actually went back and rewatched season 1 just to refresh my memory, and honestly, that made this season even more fun. It felt like I was watching it for the first time all over again, only now with more episodes to enjoy. I especially love that we're finally getting to see the couple's dating phase. That's always one of my favorite parts in a BL, and since we missed out on it last time, I'm glad we're getting that now. There's also been a lot more attention on the second couple this season, which I think is great for anyone who's a fan of them. I personally don't feel as intrigued by their storyline, but I don't mind them getting more screen time though. I've also seen people point out the lack of intimacy between the leads, and while I get why it can be frustrating, it honestly doesn't bother me. Akafuji can barely function around Hajime without short-circuiting, so I don't really expect much from him. To me, this show is more about the comedy anyway, and it delivers on that. I like dramas that can genuinely make me laugh, so I'm happy we got a second season. It's been a fun ride. Number 7. ABO Desire. This is another series I'm really enjoying right now. I never expected China to give us an Omegaverse BL drama, but here we are, and I'm genuinely loving it. The first episode made a strong impression, especially with how they took the time to explain the Omegaverse concept. That was a nice touch, and may have been helpful for viewers who aren't too familiar with it, and it definitely pulled me in right away. As for the couples, I'm loving both of them equally. Each storyline has its own intrigue, and they're both keeping me invested. The pacing has been good so far, and I just feel like the story is only going to get better from here. That said, I do find myself getting a bit lost during some of the business-related conversations. The discussions can get confusing, Maybe because I haven't been paying close enough attention or because it's just a lot to keep up with. But aside from that, everything else has been clear and easy to follow. So I'm hoping the business stuff won't affect my overall viewing experience in future episodes. Number 8. Stay by my side after the rain. This is rare for me, but I'm honestly not sure how I really feel about this series. It had a nice start, and I liked how it dove straight in, with the leads being so upfront about their feelings right from the beginning. That level of honesty caught me off guard, in a good way. Despite all that, I'm somehow not feeling fully drawn in. It's not a bad series by any means, but for some reason, I just haven't felt fully engaged while watching it. Additionally, the unlikable female characters, Kanade's co-worker and Mishiro's mother, have me feeling pretty infuriated. I know their roles are important to the story, so I get why they're there. But maybe because I'm already unsure about how I feel, they're bothering me more than they should. I don't know if the coming episodes will draw me in more, but I will be tuning in to see how things continue. Overall, this is currently the full list of series I've been watching. I'm definitely excited to dive into the newer ones and a few others that I haven't started watching yet. Let me know in the comments which ongoing series you're currently watching and loving. I'd love to also hear your thoughts on any of the ones mentioned in the video too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.